In this video, I want to talk about something called model space and ultimately paper space. So on the screen, I've got a circle. Now this circle, if I was to measure this circle, has a radius of 12.7. So we'll measure the radius just to show you. The radius is 12.7. That happens to be the exact same size as a 10 pence piece. And what I'm trying to point out here is that we draw everything in model space the exact size. We draw what we call 1-to-1 scale. So if something is a radius of 12.7 or it has a distance of 10 centimeters, we draw it that size. Let's zoom out to prove a point. And as I zoom out, we can see we've got a vehicle. And this vehicle is 4,782.74 millimeters long. It's been drawn exactly 1-to-1. It is the exact size. And you can see to the left, just in front of it, the 10 pence piece. So everything we draw in this space here is drawn 1-to-1. We never adjust it. Even though we have a scale command which we can use, we don't use that to create scaled drawings inside model space. Everything should be drawn exactly 1-to-1. If you want to know whether you're in model space, just click somewhere on the screen, click properties, and at the top here it'll tell you object type, it'll tell you model space, and we'll know that we're in model space. Now, the opposite of this is paper space. So to swap to paper space, we're going to go down to the menu icon on the side, we're going to click views, and I'm going to swap to something called layout. If I click on layout and just hide the menu, we can see now we have a totally different view. This view is showing us what would appear on a piece of paper if we printed this out. And we can see that we've made the car fit the piece of paper. The default size of paper is A4. So we can see here the car is fitting onto the A4 piece of paper, as is the 10 pence piece. I'm going to do a separate video on manipulating layout and manipulating paper space. But for now, the concept you must remember is that everything we do in model space must be 1-to-1, must be its exact size. If you're going to use full-blown AutoCAD on AutoCAD LT, you can manipulate this further and you can change units. But for the sake of AutoCAD iPad, we draw everything 1-to-1. So we've got our 10 pence piece, which is 12.7 millimeters, and equally I've got this car object, which is 4,782.74.